18 months had passed since the Guardians' arrival, and Earth was no longer the same world. The planet buzzed with activity as humans prepared for the greatest battle in their history. Cities that had been destroyed were rebuilt stronger than before. Factories that once made cars and computers now built weapons of war. Chief Engineer Danny Clark stood on a space platform that had not existed 2 years ago. Around him, workers in spacesuits assembled the final pieces of Earth's new defense network. These platforms carried shields and weapons that the Guardian had taught them to build. "Is the quantum cannon ready for testing?" Danny asked his assistant. "Yes, sir. All systems are green. The Guardian's technology is incredible. This one cannon has more power than our entire old fleet." Danny smiled as he watched the weapon charge. Up. The Guardian had shared its advanced technology carefully, making sure humans could understand and build the new systems themselves. Earth now had weapons that could destroy alien ships with a single shot. Commander Jake Morrison walked onto the bridge of his new ship, the USS Horizon. It was twice the size of his old vessel and built with technology from the future. The ship's hull could repair itself. Its engines could bend space for faster travel, and its weapons could reach targets across impossible distances. "Status report, Lieutenant Rodriguez," Jake said to his old friend Amy, who now served as his first officer. "All systems operational, Commander. The hybrid engines are running perfectly, and the quantum shields are at full power. We're ready for whatever the hegemony brings." Jake looked out at Earth's new fleet. 50 ships hung in space around the planet, each one armed with Guardian technology. But these were not copies of the mysterious ship. They were human vessels that combined Earth engineering with future science, creating something entirely new. Guardian had insisted that humans must understand their new technology completely. It was not enough to copy advanced weapons. Earth's defenders had to know how everything worked so they could repair, improve, and adapt their systems during battle. Dr. Kate Williams worked in her laboratory, studying the quantum physics equations the Guardian had shared. After 18 months of intense research, she finally understood how the advanced technology functioned. More importantly, she had learned to make improvements to the original designs. "The Guardian's shield technology is amazing," she told her research team. "But I think we can make it even better by combining it with our own electromagnetic field generators." Her team had developed new innovations that even the Guardian found impressive. Human creativity and determination had taken future technology and made it stronger. Earth's defenders would fight with weapons that were uniquely there. Captain Tony Miller commanded the defense of Mars, which had been rebuilt as a fortress world. The red planet now bristled with weapons and served as Earth's first line of defense. If the aliens broke through Mars, they would face an even stronger defense at Earth itself. "Guardian, are you ready for the battle?" Tony asked during his daily communication with the AI. "All systems are operational, Captain Miller. But remember, this time the victory will belong to humanity, not to me. You have become strong enough to defend yourselves." The Guardian ship had also changed over the past 18 months. Human engineers had worked with the AI to upgrade its weapons and add new systems. The mysterious vessel was now truly a fusion of future technology and human innovation. Commander Alex Stone monitored deep space sensors from his command center on Earth. His job was to give early warning when the hegemony fleet arrived. The Guardian had predicted they would come with 1,000 ships, and Alex was ready for them. "Sir, we're getting readings from the edge of the solar system," his sensor operator reported. "Multiple contacts appearing on long-range scanners." Alex felt his heart race. The moment they had prepared for was finally here. "How many ships?" "Counting now, sir. 200, 500, 800. The count is still rising." "Sir, I'm reading over 1,000 enemy vessels." "The hegemony." had returned exactly as the Guardian predicted, but they had brought even more ships than expected. The alien fleet was massive, stretching across space like a dark cloud of death and destruction. But Earth was ready. The planet that had been helpless 18 months ago now stood defended by the most advanced fleet in the galaxy. Human courage, combined with future technology, created something the aliens had never faced before. Jake Morrison stood on his bridge as the human fleet moved into position. 50 ships against more than 1,000 seemed like impossible odds, but these were not the same humans the aliens had easily defeated before. All ships, this is Commander Morrison. Today we fight not just for Earth, but for every world the hegemony has destroyed. Today we show the galaxy that humanity will never surrender. The Guardian's voice came over the communication system, speaking to every human ship. Humans of Earth, you carry with you the hopes of my timeline and the strength of your own. Fight. Well, and write a better future than the one I remember. Dr. Lisa Carter watched through her telescope as both fleets prepared for battle. The human ships looked small compared to the alien armada, but they moved with confidence and precision. These were not desperate defenders fighting a hopeless battle. These were warriors ready to claim victory. The alien commander sent the same message he had delivered 18 months earlier: surrender or face extinction. Jake Morrison responded for all humanity: we choose to fight. The battle began as both fleets opened fire. But this time was different. Human weapons cut through alien shields like paper. Earth's ships moved like dancers, avoiding enemy fire, while delivering devastating attacks. The quantum cannons reached across space to destroy alien vessels before they could even get close to Earth. The Guardian fought alongside the human fleet, but it was no longer fighting alone. Humanity had become strong enough to defend itself. The mysterious ship that had appeared to save Earth had fulfilled its true mission, not to win humanity's battles, but to give humans the tools they needed to win for themselves, not as alien ships. Exploded throughout the solar system, Jake Morrison realized that victory was not just possible, but inevitable. The hegemony had returned to destroy a helpless planet, and instead found a species that refused to be conquered. The unknown warship had appeared and fought to defend Earth. Now humanity was fighting to defend itself, and the galaxy would never be the same again. 2 weeks after the first meeting with the Guardian, Earth's most important leaders gathered in a secret room deep underground. General Chris Murphy, the head of global defense, sat across from the Guardian's hologram. I had agreed to tell them the full truth about where it came from. The timeline I remember is not your timeline, the Guardian began. In my world, the first hegemony attack came 50 years earlier. Humanity was not ready. We had no warning, no time to prepare. Dr. Kate Williams, Earth's best quantum physicist, listened carefully. She was trying to understand how time travel could be possible. The math was incredibly complex, but the Guardian's technology proved it could be done. The Guardian's image flickered as it accessed old memories. The first attack destroyed most of Earth's cities in a single day. The hegemony took our planet and turned humans into slaves. For 40 years, my people lived like animals in caves and ruins. Commander Alex Stone, the Director of Strategic Intelligence, studied the data the Guardian was sharing. He saw images of humans living in underground tunnels, eating scraps, and hiding from alien patrols. It was a nightmare world where hope had died long ago. But some humans never gave up fighting, the Guardian continued. They formed resistance, groups, and fought back with whatever weapons they could find. They saved as many people as they could and kept humanity's spirit alive. The Guardian showed them pictures of brave men and women fighting alien soldiers with primitive weapons. These humans had no advanced technology, but they had something the aliens did not understand: the refusal to surrender. The resistance was led by scientists who had survived the first attack. They spent decades learning about alien technology from captured equipment. Slowly, very slowly, they began to understand how hegemony weapons and ships worked. Dr. Kate Williams was amazed by what she saw. Your people developed this level of technology while living in caves? Desperation creates innovation, the Guardian replied. When your people are dying every day, you find ways to do impossible things. The resistance scientists worked with equipment made from garbage and parts stolen from the aliens. The Guardian's voice became sadder as it remembered the past. The breakthrough came 30 years into the occupation. A young scientist discovered that hegemony technology was based on quantum manipulation. Once we understood this, we could begin to build weapons that could hurt them. General Chris Murphy looked at the tactical data. Even with new weapons, the humans in the Guardian's timeline had been vastly outnumbered. How did you fight back against an entire alien empire? We didn't fight them directly at first, the Guardian explained. We hit their supply lines, destroyed their communication centers, and rescued human prisoners. We made them afraid to patrol. Alone. Every day, we grew stronger while they grew more frustrated. The Guardian showed them images of human fighters using advanced weapons that looked similar to the technology on the mysterious ship. These weapons could punch through alien armor and shields, giving humanity a real chance to fight back. The war lasted 20 years, the Guardian continued. Slowly, we pushed the aliens off Earth. We learned to fly captured alien ships and took the fight to other worlds. We discovered that the hegemony had enslaved many species across the galaxy. Commander, Alex Stone was impressed by the courage of these future humans. Your people liberated other worlds too? We tried, the Guardian said sadly. We saved a few planets, but the hegemony was too large and too powerful. For every world we freed, they conquered 10 more. We realized that we could win battles, but not the war. Dr. Kate Williams studied the time travel equations the Guardian was showing her. The math was so advanced that she could barely understand it, but she could see that it was real. So your scientists decided to change the past instead of fighting the future? The Guardian's image nodded. It was our last hope. The greatest minds of my timeline worked together to create temporal displacement technology. They had to invent entirely new forms of physics to make it work. The room filled with images of humans working in secret laboratories hidden deep underground. These scientists looked tired and desperate, but they never stopped working. They knew that failure meant the death of everything they loved. The project took 5 years to complete, the Guardian said. We built this ship using technology that combined human engineering with captured alien science. The ship's weapons, shields, and engines are more advanced than anything in your current timeline. General Chris Murphy realized the incredible sacrifice involved. Your people used their most advanced technology to send help to the past instead of using it to save themselves. By the time the ship was ready, my timeline was dying, the Guardian admitted. The hegemony had brought reinforcements from across the galaxy. Earth was going to fall no matter what we did. Sending me back was our only chance to create a different future. The Guardian showed them the final image from its timeline. A single human stood in front of the time machine, preparing to send the Guardian into the past. The person's face was hidden, but their posture showed determination mixed with terrible sadness. This person was my creator, the Guardian said. They programmed me with all human military knowledge, gave me tactical information about every alien species the hegemony controlled, and made me promise to save the Earth they could not protect. Dr. Kate Williams wiped tears from her eyes. They died knowing they would never see the results of their work. My creator's last words were simple. Make sure they have a chance. That is why I'm here. Not to win your war for you, but to give you the tools and knowledge you need to win it yourselves. Commander Alex Stone understood the weight of responsibility the Guardian carried. You're not just a weapon. You're carrying the hopes of an entire timeline that will never exist if you succeed. The Guardian's image smiled for the first time. That is the paradox of my existence. If I succeed in my mission, the timeline that created me will never happen. My creator, my people, and my world will become nothing more than a memory I carry. But that is a price worth paying for your survival. General Chris Murphy stood up straighter. What do we need to do to honor their sacrifice? Learn, adapt, and prepare, the Guardian replied. In 18 months, the hegemony will return with 1,000 ships. But this time, humanity will be ready. This time, we will win. 3 days after the battle, Earth's leaders made a decision. They had to know more about the mysterious ship that saved their world. Colonel Sam Hughes was chosen to lead the first team to visit the unknown vessel Dot. Sam was a brave soldier who had fought in many battles on Earth, but he had never been so nervous. The mysterious ship hung in space like a sleeping giant. It was beautiful and scary at the same time. "Are you sure about this, Colonel?" asked Marine Sergeant Kelly Brooks. She was Sam's best soldier, but even she looked worried. "We have to try," Sam replied. "That ship saved Earth. We need to know if it's friend or enemy." Their small shuttle moved slowly toward the mysterious vessel. Sam expected the ship to turn them away or attack them. Instead, something amazing happened. A door opened in the ship's side, and a docking tunnel extended toward them. "It's letting us come aboard," said Engineer Pete Adams. He was the team's technology expert, and his job was to understand how the ship worked. Sergeant Kelly Brooks was the first person to step inside the mysterious ship. She held her weapon, ready, but the corridor was empty and quiet. The walls were made of smooth metal that seemed to glow with soft light. "Hello?" Kelly called out. "Is anyone there?" No one answered, but lights appeared in the floor, making a path for them to follow. The team walked carefully through corridors that were the right size for humans. This seemed strange. Why would an alien ship be built for human-sized beings? Dr. Rachel Stone was the team's scientist. She studied alien life, but she had never seen anything like this ship. The walls were covered with screens showing star maps and pictures of battles in space. Some of the pictures showed planets being destroyed by alien fleets. "These images are incredible," Dr. Stone said. "This ship has records of battles across the entire galaxy. Look at this. The hegemony has destroyed hundreds of worlds." Pete Adams studied the ship's technology. Everything was perfect and clean, like it was brand new. But there were no beds, no kitchens, and no bathrooms. No one lived on this ship. "Colonel, I don't think this ship has a crew," Pete said. "I can't find any place where people would eat or sleep. It's like the ship runs itself." Sam Hughes felt a chill run down his back. A ship that could fight by itself was both wonderful and terrifying. If it decided to turn against Earth, nothing could stop it. The team followed the lights deeper into the ship. They found rooms full of machines that hummed with power. The technology was far beyond anything humans had ever built. Some of the machines seemed to be fixing themselves as the team watched Dr. Rachel Stone made a discovery that shocked everyone. In one room, she found computer files written in perfect English. The files contained detailed information about human history, human biology, and human military tactics. "This is impossible," Dr. Stone said. "These files know things about Earth that are classified secrets. How could any alien know this information?" The files also contain records about the hegemony. The mysterious ship knew everything about the aliens who had attacked Earth. It knew their weapons, their tactics, and their weaknesses. Most frightening of all, it knew their patterns. "According to these files, the hegemony always comes back," Dr. Stone said. "They attack a planet, and if they fail the first time, they return with a bigger fleet. Earth is in terrible danger. Colonel Sam Hughes realized that the battle 3 days ago was not the end. It was just the beginning. The aliens would return, and next time they would bring more ships. The team continued exploring until they reached the center of the mysterious vessel. There they found a large room with a single chair surrounded by glowing machines. The chair looked like it was built for a human. When Pete Adams touched one of the machines, the room suddenly came to life. Lights flashed, and a figure appeared in the air above the chair. It was a hologram of a person, but the image was fuzzy and hard to see clearly. "Greetings," the figure said. The voice was the same one that had spoken during the battle. "You are the first humans to board this vessel." Sam Hughes stepped forward. "Who are you? Why did you save Earth?" The figure became clearer. It looked human, but there was something strange about it. The person wore clothes that Sam did not recognize, and their eyes looked very old and sad. "I am the Guardian Protocol," the figure said. "I was created to protect humanity when they could not protect themselves. The hegemony will return with greater numbers. Preparations must begin immediately." Sergeant Kelly Brooks raised her weapon. "Are you human or alien?" "I am neither and both," the Guardian replied. "I am what humanity becomes when faced with extinction. I am your future, sent back to change your past." Dr. Rachel Stone's mind raced with questions. "That's impossible. Time travel is just theory." The Guardian's image smiled sadly. "Many things that seem impossible become necessary when your world is dying. I have come from a time when Earth fell to the hegemony's second attack. In my timeline, humanity fought bravely, but lost everything." The room filled with new images. The team saw pictures of Earth burning, cities destroyed, and humans hiding in underground tunnels. They saw a long war that humanity could not win. "In my timeline, Earth's greatest scientists worked for decades to create this technology. They," Guardian explained, "they built this ship and gave it my consciousness. Their final act was to send me back through time to prevent the dark future I remember." Pete Adams stared at the advanced technology around him. "You're from Earth's future?" "I am from a future that must never happen," the Guardian said. "The humans who created me died believing that history could be changed. They sacrificed everything to give their past selves a chance to survive." Colonel Sam Hughes felt overwhelmed. The ship that saved Earth was built by humans from a future where Earth was destroyed. It was beautiful and terrible at the same time. "What do we need to do?" Sam asked. The Guardian's image became serious. "A hegemony will return in approximately 18 months with 10 times as many ships. Earth must be ready. I will share technology and tactical knowledge, but humanity must learn to defend itself. I cannot fight every battle for you." The team realized that their visit to the mysterious ship had changed everything. Earth was not safe. The real war was just beginning, and humanity had 18 months to prepare for a battle that would decide the fate of their world. The morning sun rose over Earth, but it might be the last sunrise humans would ever see. The alien ships moved closer, like dark clouds bringing death. Jake Morrison watched from his damaged bridge as the hegemony fleet prepared to finish what they started. Dr. Lisa Carter sat in the Deep Space Observatory on Earth's surface. She had been watching space for 20 years, but she had never been so scared. Through her big telescope, she could see the alien ships getting ready to attack. Their weapons were charging up, glowing red like angry eyes. Then she saw the mysterious ship. It came out of nowhere, moving faster than anything she had ever seen. The unknown vessel was beautiful in a deadly way. Its silver hull seemed to shine with its own light, and it moved like a living thing dancing through space. "What is that?" Dr. Carter whispered to herself. The mysterious ship reached Earth's space. just as the aliens began their attack. Lisa expected the unknown vessel to run away or hide. Instead, it did something that made her heart stop. It attacked the alien fleet. Beams of pure white light shot out from the mysterious ship. When they hit the alien vessels, something amazing happened. The alien shields that had stopped all human weapons just disappeared. The beams cut through alien armor like a hot knife through butter. On the USS Defiant, Jake Morrison could not believe his eyes. The single unknown ship was fighting all 80 alien vessels by itself, and it was winning. Amy, are you seeing this? Jake asked. Lieutenant Amy Rodriguez stared at her screen with her mouth open. The unknown ship just destroyed 3 alien vessels in 10 seconds, sir. Their weapons are incredible. The mysterious ship moved like it could see the future. Every time an alien ship fired at it, the unknown vessel was already somewhere else. It twisted and turned through space, avoiding every shot while its own weapons never missed their targets. Captain Tony Miller commanded the USS Guardian, the only other human ship that was still fighting. He tried to help the mysterious defender, but his weapons were too weak to hurt the aliens. Unknown vessel, this is Captain Miller of the Earth Defense Force. Please respond. We want to help you fight. To everyone's surprise, the mysterious ship answered, but the voice was strange. It sounded human, but also like a computer talking. Captain Miller, move your ship to coordinates 445 by 778. Enemy vessel will fire plasma. Torpedo at your current position in 15 seconds. Tony Miller did not understand how the unknown ship knew this, but he moved his ship anyway. Exactly 15 seconds later, a green torpedo exploded right where the Guardian had been. How did you know that? Captain Miller asked. Information. Provided for tactical advantage only, the voice replied. Continue fighting. Victory is possible. The battle went on for hours. The mysterious ship never got tired, never slowed down, and never made a mistake. One by one, it destroyed the alien vessels. Its weapons were perfect, hitting exactly where they needed to hit to cause the most damage. Dr. Lisa Carter watched through her telescope as the impossible happened. The alien fleet that had easily beaten Earth's entire navy was being destroyed by one ship. The mysterious vessel fought like it had been born for war. The alien commander tried everything. He sent his ships in groups to attack the unknown vessel. From all sides, the mysterious ship destroyed them all. He tried to run away with his remaining ships. The unknown vessel hunted them down one by one. Jake Morrison felt hope for the first time since the aliens arrived. Amy, how many alien ships are left? Amy looked at her screen and smiled. Only 12, sir. The unknown ship has destroyed more than 70 alien vessels. The last alien ships tried to escape. They turned and ran toward the edge of the solar system as fast as they could go. But the mysterious ship was faster. Its weapons reached across impossible distances to destroy the fleeing vessels. When the final alien ship exploded in a ball of fire, space became quiet. The mysterious ship stopped moving and just hung there in space like it was waiting for something. Jake Morrison tried to contact the unknown vessel. Mysterious ship, this is Commander Morrison. Thank you for saving Earth. Who are you? Where did you come from? The ship did not answer. It just floated there in the darkness, silent and mysterious. Dr. Lisa Carter pointed her telescope at the strange vessel. Up close, she could see that it was covered with strange writing that she did not recognize. The ship's hull seemed to change color in the light, going from silver to blue to gold. Captain Tony Miller brought the USS Guardian closer to the mysterious ship. Unknown vessel, Earth wants to thank you. You saved billions of lives today. Please, tell us who you are. Finally, the mysterious ship responded, but the message was short and raised more questions than it answered. Mission parameters fulfilled. Earth defense successful. Further communication not required at this time. Jake Morrison felt frustrated. This ship had saved his world, but he knew nothing about it. Where had it come from? Why did it help Earth? Was it friend or enemy? The mysterious ship began to move again, but slowly this time. It took position in Earth's orbit and seemed to settle in like it planned to stay. Whatever it was not. Leaving Dr. Lisa Carter kept watching the unknown vessel through her telescope. She noticed something strange. The ship's hull seemed to be repairing itself. Damage from the battle was disappearing as she watched. What kind of technology is that? She wondered. Night fell over Earth again. But this time, people were not afraid. Children looked up at the stars and saw hope instead of death. The mysterious ship had saved them all, but many questions remained. Who had sent this ship? Why had it helped Earth? And most important of all, would the aliens come back? Commander Jake Morrison stood on the bridge of the USS Defiant. It was just another normal day in space. The Earth looked peaceful below them, blue and white against the black sky. Jake had been watching the stars for 10 years, and nothing exciting ever happened. Then everything changed. Lieutenant Amy Rodriguez looked up from her computer screen. Her face was white with fear. "Commander, you need to see this," she said. Her voice shook as she spoke. Jake walked over to her station. On the screen, he saw something that made his blood run cold. Dozens of huge ships were coming out of nowhere, at the edge of their solar system. These ships were bigger than anything humans had ever built. They were dark and scary looking, with weapons that glowed red in the darkness. How many ships? Jake asked. Amy's fingers moved fast over her keyboard. 50. No, 60. They keep coming, sir. I count at least 80 ships now. The alien ships moved toward Earth like a pack of wolves. They were fast and moved together like they had done this many times before. Jake had never seen anything like them. The ships looked alive somehow, as if they were made of living metal that could change shape. Then the aliens sent a message. A cold voice filled the bridge. It spoke perfect English, but there was no kindness in it. We are the hegemony. We have come to take your world. You will surrender now, or we will destroy everything. You have no choice in this matter. Jake felt sick to his stomach. He had always known that humans might meet aliens someday, but he never thought they would be like this. These aliens did not want to be friends. They wanted to destroy everything humans had built. Captain Paul Bennett's voice came through the radio from Earth. Defense Command. All ships, this is command. We are under attack. Form up and defend Earth. This is not a drill. Jake looked around. His bridge. His crew was scared, but they were ready to fight. These were good people who loved their planet. They would not give up without a fight. Amy, send a message to all Earth ships. Tell them we stand together, Jake said. The human fleet was small compared to the alien ships. Earth only had 12 warships, and they were much smaller than the alien vessels. But they were fast, and the crews knew how to fight. The battle began. Badly for the humans. The alien weapons were stronger than anything Earth had. When the red beams hit a human ship, it exploded in a ball of fire. Jake watched in horror as the USS Courage disappeared in seconds. Lieutenant Amy Rodriguez was crying as she watched her friends die. The Phoenix is gone, sir. The Liberty, too. We're losing everyone. The alien ships did not seem to care about human life. They destroyed everything they saw. Mining stations, research posts, even small cargo ships with families on board. Nothing was safe from their weapons. Jake tried to fight back, but it was hopeless. The human weapons could barely scratch the alien ships. Their shields were too strong, and their armor was too thick. It was like throwing rocks at a tank. On Mars, the colonies sent desperate messages for help. The aliens were bombing the cities from space. Millions of people were dying, and there was nothing the human fleet could do to save them. Captain Paul Bennett's voice came through again, but now he sounded defeated. All ships, fall back to Earth. We cannot win this fight. Repeat, all ships, fall back to Earth. Jake felt angry and helpless. In just a few hours, most of the human fleet was destroyed. Only 3 ships were still fighting, and they were all damaged. The aliens had won easily. The alien commander spoke again. His voice was full of cold pleasure. Your resistance has failed. You have 24 hours to surrender completely. If you do not give up, we will destroy your planet and everyone on it. Choose wisely. Night fell over Earth. The planet looked so small and helpless, with the alien ships waiting nearby. Jake knew that tomorrow would bring the end of everything humans had ever built. But then something strange happened. Amy Rodriguez was looking at her sensors when she saw something new. Far away, near the planet Jupiter, a single ship appeared. It was not human, and it was not alien. It was something else entirely. Commander, there's a new ship out there. Amy said, It's not like anything I've ever seen. Jake looked at the screen. The ship was about the same size as a human destroyer, but its shape was different. It looked smooth and deadly, like a sword made of silver metal. There were no markings on it, and it did not answer when they tried to talk to it. Where did it come from? Jake asked. I don't know, sir. It just appeared. And it's moving toward Earth very fast. The mysterious ship was coming to Earth just as the aliens were getting ready for their final attack. Jake did not know if this was good news or bad news. Maybe it was another enemy. Maybe it was help. All he knew was that in a few hours, they would find out what this strange ship wanted. The unknown vessel moved through space like it owned the darkness. Whatever it was, Jake had the feeling that tomorrow would be very different from today.